Hello. It is the daily energy report. We are in a new gate today. So this is January 28th, 2023. And so the sun is transitioning now into a new gate. It is coming into gate 19. And so in quantum human design, we call this energy attunement. And so for the next 6 days, as we are really working through the masculine energy of this, that heaviness, that shifting it into this 5D language, our main challenge here is to learn how to manage being a highly sensitive person and to not let your sensitivity cause you to compromise what you want and who you are. To learn to keep your own resources in a sustainable state in order to have more to give, and to not martyr yourself for others. To learn how to become emotionally intimate without being shut down or codependent. And so this energy is coming from our root center, our timing pressure gauge. And so we're calling it attunement on checking in with our resources, right? Checking in with your energy, really listening into the body and making sure that you are not just compromising or sacrificing yourself or settling for something because you feel like you might not be worthy of something else. Now, looking at it in the 3D kind of language of it is how I really kind of like to look at it, more in that masculine way. I feel like it's more language to kind of wake us up. And so every day I kind of talk about it in that language to look at it. And so this 19 in the I Ching is called approach. And so, which is right? It's going to be our approach of our energy. How much energy are we going to give off when we approach, right? How are we really representing ourselves, right? How are we putting out that energy outward? And so we're on the first line. The first line is that investigator line, feeling into this energy, knowing what is this energy? What is our approach naturally, maybe? And is it working? Is it in sync with what our strategy or authority is? And so the key word here is interdependence. The successful approach that does not lose its individual character in acceptance. The pressure of wanting without losing one's identity when being accepted by others. Or we have on the detriment, the tendency once an approach is accepted to get stuck in a continued reflection at the expense of continued development. The pressure for acceptance which fears eventual rejection. And so really learning about our approaches and how strong do we stand in our authenticity, our integrity before we really start to shift or change or chameleon, right? Our energy so that we fit into those around us. And so feeling into that, feeling into the energy, noticing, are there certain times when you really do sacrifice who you are or settle for certain things or compromise more so than others? And there are times when it's no big deal to do that, right? And so really learning how to feel into it for yourself and learn how to listen to that strategy and authority with that proper attunement so that you are really giving out the appropriate amount of energy to the appropriate parties, right? To the making sure you're giving your energy to the people who really are going to value it and deserve it and are also going to reciprocate it in a way as well. And so we learn this through our experience though, right? Gate 35, we get our experience. This is also coming from our throat. And so sharing about our experiences, looking at our approach. And if we have to shift some of our approaches, if maybe we have to change some of the ways that we are doing things because maybe it wasn't working out well, and maybe we have to use that voice to shift and say, okay, from this experience, I can't right now give this much energy anymore. Right now, currently in my life, with what I have going on, I've realized that this takes a little bit more energy, or this is a draining energy, and I'm going to need to have to back out, or I'm going to have to cut back, or whatever it is. And it is okay, right? It's okay to kind of have this interdependence and really lean into it, because this really is about are we going to be sustainable in the commitments that we have made? And sometimes we don't really know until we have the experience. Sometimes we have to be okay with saying, you know what, I wasn't sure, but now I am sure. And so I am going to honor everybody, and I'm going to step back and I'm going to walk back, and so that everybody else can move on. And we get Kali, the god of destruction. And Kali really coming in to kind of clear the way, especially having it in reverse, kind of looking at our experiences, looking at the things that maybe we've already gone through that brought up some destruction, or that have brought up some big amounts of clearing, and looking at, are we going back through and repeating this again? There's also the goddess of, this is the goddess, excuse me. And so when it's in reverse, it's just really asking us to truly look in the mirror, looking at what I said, our patterns. Are we doing things that are kind of, destructive, self-destructive? Can we shift? Can we look at our experience, and can we now change our approach? This is what this God is asking us to do. Sometimes what we need to do also is shake our body, scream, clear the house, let go of stale relationships, practice self-pleasure, right? Shift out, break out of your old routines, try something new, right? Definition of insanity is expecting to do the same thing over and over and over again, but get a different result. And so we got to shake it up. You got to shake it up. You got to look at the past experiences and be like, this did not work. Let's shake it up. Let's try something new. Let's move on, so that we rise, we elevate, we shift. Let's see what little earth wisdom that we can get that helps us maybe shift out, break out, invite in some new creative energy, opportunities, new approaches, right? One more quick shuffle. Alchemy. Why not? Alchemy. Why not take the stale energy that we're shaking up, right? Energy never disperses. It never goes anywhere. But what we can do is we can alchemize it. We can change it. We can shake it up. We can transmute any of that pain. We can share about our experience. We can shift it, and we can make it into that sweet, sweet, sweet lemonade, right? And so really remembering we are the alchemist. We alchemize. And I tell this to my yoga students every class, just about. Our breath, we are creating alchemy right there. We breathe in one chemical, we exhale out another. Our body takes what we need, it neutralizes, it alchemizes, and then we disperse out what we don't need, the toxins that we don't need. We do this with energy all the time. We just need to connect back to that. And if you've lost that, now is the time in this gate to look at your approach and to shift your approach and to break out of it. Practice a little bit more self-pleasure, maybe, with the goddess of ecstasy. If these messages resonate with you, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you don't miss a daily report. Please like this video, share it with your friends and family, post it on your Facebook page. And if you would like to work with me or collaborate or communicate or whatever it may be, please reach out. Send me an email, Christine@essentialstrong.com. Sending you all so much love, and I will see you tomorrow.